Всем приветики! Мы продолжаем сегодня играть в Хогвартс Легаси. Пару дней играли в другую, теперь пора возвращаться и сюда. Так, что у нас там по заданиям? Ну, пойдемте с Поппи поговорим. Ее забытым яйцом. Так, нам Хоксмит. В прошлой трансляции мы спасли яйцо с логова бандитов. Дракона они мучили.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you were doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I
Надо
thought we might
отнести
go and see
яйцо.
it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on.
Так, какое-то
Here we are.
подозрение.
I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest.
А мы по
I
породам прям
suspect it's how the
ищем.
poachers found her to
Ё-моё.
begin with.
Привет.
They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a... Shall we see if she's home?
You're making this sound simple, but...
Hebrideans can be aggressive, but they're also clever. She caught on quickly enough when you showed her how to escape the tent.
Опасное
She'll
какое-то.
understand why
С
we're here
драконом
once she
иметь
sees
дело.
her egg. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well then, let's find our dragon and...
Wonderful.
Вернуть дракону
If she sees
яйцо.
us
Это
flying
плохая,
about, she might
конечно,
take
идея,
it
мне
as a
кажется,
sign
ну
of
ладно.
aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate.
Чё, это его места нет на
No,
карте или
she's
как?
been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Нельзя лететь реально, не дает оно мне. Ну что за человек?
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Что она нас в какую-то жопу привела? Как будто ты умрешь прямо здесь. Ух ты, ёх ты, мох ты.
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
И как, по-твоему, мы должны ей его вернуть? А чё она с нами не идет?
She doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least
О, пингвин! Мучайся. Жалко собачек убивать, даже если они оборотни. На!
I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
Ироды. Ой, там еще какое-то есть.
There she is again.
Да подожди, у меня тут
From a distance.
богатство.
I see the bridge wasn't spared her wrath
О,
either. Good thing it's
мешочек.
fixable.
Смити, ты где? Я думал, ты присоединишься к нам на Бернео. Я знаю, что ты надеешься подзаработать на ринге. Но настоящая золотая жила — это акромантулы. Ты не представляешь, сколько мы с Виолеттой заработали на днях. К тому же на Борнео весьма недурно. Скоро мы двинемся дальше, может быть, в Египет. Как же здорово, что мы больше не привязаны к одному месту. До скорой встречи, Ангус.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other.
Fantastic.
А ты что думала, я считала волшебница? Не просто так. Правда, я жопой чую, что идти к дракону в логово — это супер опасная идея.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
Отлично. Она любит овец. Хорошо, что не людей. Это уже радует.
Watch your step.
Оп. Не нравится мне это.
Revelio. Or just raring for a fight.
Это она его убила? Я не хочу туда идти. Абсолютно уверена, что это супер плохая идея. Ну, конечно. Конечно, мы вообще незаметные. Ой. Так, one second, sorry. Это шутка? Интересно, я что, похожа на шутку или что? Я не пойду туда. Ненормально вообще? Она нас в эту жопу привела. А нам теперь страдай. Да охренеть. Блин, это вообще не из лучших идей было. Думаешь? Думаешь, не рады? А я смотрю, она прям счастлива. Еще на 7-м небе от счастья нас увидеть. Глянь, горит желанием. Бляха-муха. Ой-ой-ой! Если она нас убьет, я убью ее. Она улетает быстрее. Тебя что, садомаза, что ли? Нам что, догонять ее? Вот сама бы и пошла против дракона, а? На, подавись своим яйцом. У тебя плохое дыхание, пойди зубы почисти. Ты умрешь сегодня. Красотка. Это было ужасно. Великолепно! Умно! Сейчас она вернется и убьет нас.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg.
У нее на лице было написано, что она убила 1000 отрядов. Нам пора.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
И до чего ты там додумалась? Умная, в скобочках, девочка.
How could I have been so blind?
Блин, мужик, ты со своими змеями тут. Все занято, все закрыто. Ух ты. Я ж собирала тебя. Лавка Оливандера. О! Алло, Мура. Давай уже открывайся, волшебная дверь. Да, интерьерчик у них, конечно, смешной, если честно. Такой дом средненький. Что тут? А, 3-го уровня. У меня замок. Понятно, что я не могу туда добраться. И почему не могу сюда добраться, это вопрос. Фиг там. Наверное, к какому-то заданию. Сюда не могу. Значит, какое-то второстепенное тебе не давалось. Чего он убегает? Ты подозрительная личность. Так, ладно, продадим. Что там у нас есть галимого? Тут не продадим. Тут не продается. О, а вот тут продается. Мужчина со страшной причёхой. Посещаешь Азкабан? Ничего себе. Это блатная. Не, это лучше. И это пригодится еще, чтобы разобраться. Блин, во я конченая. Ты видела, что я сделала? Я выкупила у него это все. Боже, яке ж воно тупе. Я думаю, а чего у меня деньги уменьшаются, а не увеличиваются? Капец.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Нет, лучше пусть так будет. Так, продолжаем. Что там у нас дальше по плану? Пойдемте сходим к нашему гоблину. Он же в Хогсмите. А, нет, он не в Хогсмите. Как бы я долго шла. Он в Хогвартсе? Максимально неожиданно. Ну что ж. Умеет удивлять. Бежи! О, пивс. Терпеть не могу этого ублюдка после того, как он нас подставил. Я думала, нам с гоблином надо поговорить.
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Serona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Serona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the
Не
pronunciation
нормально,
of
а у них что,
couple of
какой-то
key terms first.
особая
So I
жизнь
will
или
meet you
что?
there.
Это вообще несправедливо. Пипец. Они, короче, пока версию вообще слабо доработали. Все у них для плойки.
friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here.
Of course.
Ну, вообще-то да.
Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational
Кстати, это тоже,
expectation
да.
when it comes to Ranrock.
Нечестно.
Damn
Вообще
Bragbor and his
максимально.
blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal.
Гоблинского
recruited
металла,
others
это
to help
вообще
me
супер.
locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood
Вот и
Castle.
That is where
спалился.
we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands.
Так вы
Thus,
домашние
many
эльфы.
goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here
he's...
comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain
Да,
dialects
это
differ.
язык похож на какого-то
Pronunciation is
бурчания.
not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Cock.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot
Как
join you in
обычно,
the
он
mind.
вечно не может с нами
What
никуда
written
ходить.
plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to
24-го
Ranrock.
года.
All you
Отлично.
need to do is not
Спасибо.
be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return.
Да ври больше.
I shall see you soon.
Ну, вообще, тут всех убили уже. Или это было не
The
тут?
door is looking at us.
А, я вспомнила. Надо, короче, вот так сделать, да? Так с теми... С теми сундуками с глазом.
So rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Если ты будешь много разговаривать, мужик, мы тебя оставим здесь. Будешь здесь жить.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Оп. Денежки. Ой, мы его... А, он телепортировался.
Revelio.
Тоже неплохо.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Revelio.
Ну ладно, нам туда, походу.
I've read about mines like this. Seeing one is something else altogether.
Иди сюда. Мужик, ну что ты все время опаздываешь, а? Ну почему он не может нормально ходить, а? Иди сюда, придурок. Взяли на свою голову. Все-таки наши друзья были умнее.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
На! Я, блин. Сразу видно, что я играла в другую игру. Сразу так раз и теряется навык немножко. Ой.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Оп. Ладно, пацан, я рада, что ты с нами.
We're being watched by a demon. We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
Непонятно.
Revelio. I should use disillusionment, but I won't see a thing. Flipendo. Arresto momentum. Bravado. Expelliarmus.
Clever.
Знаешь, что с той штукой делать? Печь. Печь я уже поджигала в первой комнате. А тут я не вижу никакую печь. Зашибись, ты помогаешь. О. Что-то включили. Я сейчас пройду.
character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans. Confringo!
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something.
Revelio.
I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Что, пойдем на второй этаж прогуляемся? О! Продумано. Все, пошли дальше. Спасибо, Наташа.
Revelio.
Так, что тут у вас у гоблинов?
What was that? No, quiet.
Опа! На. Смешные его.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand.
Revelio.
Flourishes are extraordinary.
Я не
There
думаю,
must
что
be
они
more notes
настолько
around here.
бездари.
What could they be building?
Хотя бог его знает.
Revelio.
Привет! Пойдем дальше.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the
Монетки.
bottom of what they've been building down here.
Давай.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Невидимость включи. Блин, их тут охренеть сколько. Сваливаем. По-тихому перебьем сейчас вас всех. Ну, всех не получится, конечно. На! Убейся! На! Будь уничтожен, животное! На! Ту. Так, отлично. Легче простого. Изи-пизи, я бы сказала. Ну чё, он не всегда бесполезный, иногда старается помочь. Так, тут закрыто, а там не закрыто. Блин, ну нет. Вначале надо на второй этаж подняться, плюшки пособирать. Еще сундучок. Оп-оп-оп. Так, потихонечку, потихонечку. В соседнюю комнату переместимся и плюшки заберем. Это закрыли комнату, слышишь, умные, блин. Как мне, по-вашему, за сокровищами лазить? Кстати, а где вообще пацан? Мы его потеряли.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Все, теперь нам туда. Все забрали, вроде все забрали.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now.
Какое-то странное место. Кроме плюшек, в принципе, ничего нету. Ну, именно этих травы. Так, ладно, идем дальше. Мне эти лунные камни уже, в принципе, не надо. Но мы побьем. Все равно они место сильно... Ну, то есть они вообще место не занимают. Оп. Оценим ситуацию. Ой-ой-ой, что вы на меня накинулись? На! На, говнюк! Ну ты смелый мужик. На! Это вообще моя любимая. В смысле, Люмус? Что там было не так? На! Там надо было Люмус где-то сделать или что? Не пухни, малыш!
Descendo. How many of them are there?
That should
Всё,
be the last of
сдох.
them, Amit.
Слава богу. Лозы?
Revelio.
Что такое лозы, Наташ? Я не знаю, что такое лозы. Мужик, отойди.
Revelio.
Где-то надо подпалить. Я вообще умная, мужик. Тебе пора привыкнуть.
Confringo. Accio.
Ух ты! Так, нам на лифт или нам сюда?
Revelio.
Давайте, наверное, на лифте покатаемся. Тебя не будем брать с собой. Нам надо идти по сатрия. А он все равно с нами.
Don't think I've found all the plans. I'd best keep looking.
То, что лифт это наверх, это я догадалась. Но я думала, это какой-то секретный ход. Вернуться мы всегда успеем. Не переживай. Не переживай.
Revelio.
Да выход, я так понимаю, будет там. Ну ладно, пойдемте назад. Да я тоже думала, это выход. Ладно, идем назад. Оп! Этот индус мах.
Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lord Gok what we found.
Ну все, теперь можно и покидать шахту. Зря только покатались перед этим. Ну ладно.
This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit.
Вот
Now that we
сыкуна.
know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Почему он всего боится?
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Ой ты, крыс побежала между текстурами. Зачем нам с ними разговаривать? Нам с этим надо поговорить.
Can we please talk
That
about...
wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Я не
Thank you,
трус, но я
Amit. I
боюсь.
couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lord Gok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday.
Удачи тебе, малыш Амит.
Without further ado, adieu.
Сваливай. Что бы он делал, если бы ему пришлось с драконом как минимум сражаться?
We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search.
Напиться?
So was
Приноси.
surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her.
Это была Сирона, что
She
ли?
told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Мириам?
Yes. But how did you...
Professor
А, это у та
Fitzroy.
волшебница.
He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she
Жена
talked of
Фига,
goblins and their
прикиньте.
intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my
Эти
own.
черные глаза, правда, у вас пугают немножко.
We
И
parted
клыки
ways,
их.
with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know.
Прям аж
After that,
плакать
something shifted
хочется.
in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gog, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be
Это
destined
стрёмно.
for
Особенно
regret.
с этим большим гоблином, на которого не
I will
действует
find
магия.
out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Он рискует своей жизнью. Блин, надо рукавички поменять, а то она как дура. О, зашибись, ходи в таких. Не, он гоблин.
I hope Professor Fitz...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
Я хочу. Вот гадство. То, что я хочу, вообще никого не интересует. Ему все равно на меня. Игри. Дверь открой.
Welcome back. Hello, Professor.
Давайте пообщаемся.
The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
Да.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office.
О, нам надо в кабинет директора.
I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us.
Не думаю.
Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait.
Пойдемте обновление для метлы купим вначале, потом вернемся. Чтобы быстро летать, как молния Маккуин. Все знают, кто такая молния? Кто такой молния Маккуин?
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
Все деньги у меня забрал. Не летай за тебя, а то у меня все деньги забрал. Собака сутулая. Пока, мужик.
You're all set with the new... This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details?
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve... Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of... However, if you're flying high above them, you
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon.
Пока.
I look forward to our next meeting.
Похоже, сейчас будем летать. А, не будем. Мы еще тут ничего не открыли. Уже снежок идет. Пойдемте наконец-то этого беглеца пройдем. А то тот торговец мне не разрешает ничего себе ни покупать, ни продавать. На! Оп. Чего вы тут охраняли? Я вначале подумала, что вы мертвые. Так. Запуталась, куда мне идти. Там внизу татуировка, наверное. Куча оленей. На! Вот и все. Малыш, успокойся. Так, не надо мне тут вот так вот шалить. Отлично. Еще один паучара готов. Не, морские твари какие-то, да. Какой-то туннель пауков или как? На! Блин, он даже не убивает полностью. Бомбарда! Да ты посмотри, а, конченая паучиха. На, мучайся! Собаки, ты посмотри. Мерзкие паучары.
The cave must be somewhere in this maze. I wonder what else is in here. Confringo!
Неплохо. Мучайся, животное. Блин, ну и где она? Маленький кролик! Тебя же сожрут, убегай отсюда. Какой кошмар.
This could be the Acromantula cave Mr. Adley mentioned. Revelio.
Ёпарасете.
So this is the infamous absconder.
На. На. Бойся, тварь такая. На! Сука, он меня убил, прикиньте, а? Конечно, попробовать еще раз. Почему? Я же не успела нажать.
So this is the infamous absconder.
На, тварь такая. Непростительные заклятия. Все в тебя, тварюка такая. На! Подавись, подавись! Ой, не то нажала. Хи-хи-хи-хи! Все, сдох.
Cursed fiends.
Чьи-то кости были? Высыпались.
Revelio. Confringo. I need to bring this heirloom back to Mr. Adley.
Вот малыши-карандаши-то, а. А мне все зелья, кстати, нравятся, хорошие. В нужный момент вот то, что надо, вообще на изи.
You look none the worse for wear. I take it you decided against entering the absconder's cave then.
С чего ты это взял, мужик?
Mr. Adley, I retrieved the heirloom pocket watch from Milo's body.
Merlin's beard! How did you?
Убила всех.
Actually, I don't want to know. I don't want to think about that acromantula ever
Его
again.
больше нет.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm glad Milo's daughter will have something to remember him by.
I am too. As far-fetched as his schemes were, Milo was a good friend and I shall miss him. Please
Да, пожалуйста.
accept this reward for your trouble.
And what do you have for sale?
Milo can rest in peace now that his wishes have
Да,
been
не густо у
fulfilled
тебя,
and
мужик.
his daughter has something to remember him by. Never mind replenishing, Miss... thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your business.
Блин, я еще даже хитроумные жетоны до конца не нашла.
Scrivener would stand for that.
But if I said it was
Я всегда думала, что у него кабинет на вершине. Я тут была? Я тут не была. Я ж по Хогвартсу сильно не лазила. Ну так, когда по пути что-то попадается, взламывая окна, как сейчас, например. Подождем, фига. Ну, конечно, и имя. А, нет. Сейчас, погодите. Я увидела этого уродца маленького. Вон оно. Чудище заморское.
Mine now, demiguise.
Теперь я готова разговаривать.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another
Вот, слушай, вот сейчас на нее красиво свет падает. Сейчас она не такая уродина. А иногда, как посмотришь, ну, блин, бабка старая, а тут свет хорошо падает.
And, sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say.
She could win over almost anyone.
Нет, тут она прям хорошенькая, на меня похожа.
In fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now.
Believe it or not.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence.
Какой кошмар. Какой кошмар.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Оно не работает. Перелеты эти все. Ну ладно. Бегающего профессора видели?
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I...
Какого такого?
I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Издевается, да?
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable...
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside. Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Бежим, 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 бежим. Видели профессора бегающего? Теперь вы видели все.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you...
Headmaster? Here, what can you want?
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa...
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I did. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What?
A silly game. I have a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
Что-то им всем недовольно.
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
По-моему, она вошла в роль.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Что ж, пошли дальше.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
Ну все, я не буду возвращаться искать его.
It's the headmaster and he's coming this way.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise.
Нам фиолетово.
Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift.
А ей по приколу, да?
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
Похоже, с директором что-то не так. Прям сама очевидность.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades, to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply
Вообще не похоже, короче, на него.
Well, thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give
Вау,
Professor
как
Fig
тут
some breathing room.
красиво.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Ahem. Attention, student. How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah, Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
По-моему, уже скоро.
Made it just in time.
Вы должны перестать меня терять. Да, все воссоединилось. Блин, это печально, конечно. Так. 15 плюс 2 это 17. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Значит, не тут. Тут, хорошо. Теперь это 9, насколько я помню. И тут раз, два, три. 12. Так, у меня уже это проблемы с головой. 7. Раз, два, три, 4, 5, 6, 7. Вот это непонятное животное. Я даже не знаю, как его назвать. Вот это. Оп. Отлично. Мы все-таки иногда зависаем. Поэтому я предлагаю пробираться в домик с Хогвартсом уже, наверное, в следующем стриме, потому что нас конкретно выкидывает. Поэтому продолжение давайте будет в следующем стриме. Всех была рада видеть. Всем спасибо и всем